So what we're gonna be doing today is just starting the process of buffing on the car. I did a test panel, so I did this roof off camera. I mean, all this stuff on here is just dust, but I mean, you could see what kind of reflection that thing leaves if you follow the light. So it polished out really, really well. The next thing we have to do is I'm gonna get started on this wing. I mean, you could see obviously the sanding scratches, so this thing still needs to get buffed out. But what I'm gonna be using is kind of show you guys my station. So just got clean microfibers, 1500 grit, dry, 2000 damp, and 3000 damp. I got a Griot's Garage random orbital. All my pads are right there. Got a couple wool pads, a couple fine like foam pads, and then what I'm gonna be using is the Meguiar's Ultra Cut and Ultra Finishing Polish. Seems to be working really, really well for me. Here's the tape I have to tape off any edges I need. I have isopropyl alcohol mixed like 50% isopropyl alcohol, 50% water in here. I have another one of water, and that's kind of about all you would need. So I already got this wing knocked down with 1500, 2000, and 3000. I mean, you could see just sanded what kind of a sheen it already leaves. It's already starting to get glossy, but it's nice and flat. So I'm gonna set you guys up, and I'm gonna get the random orbital and get some cutting compound put on one of the wool pads. So this is kind of what we're going from. So starting at that and just cutting it down a few passes, it's starting to glass out. I mean, you could still see all the sanding scratches that I need to take out. You could see they like slowly start to fade away. So like about here over is basically all done. We just gotta go from here that way and get all the sanding scratches out. Okay, so got the first step done on the whole wing. You could see it's pretty, I mean, you could tell how flat it is, but it's pretty glossed out. There still is some, if I could even focus on them. Yeah, I don't think it'll pick them up, but there is still some fine scratches in the paint, which the third step we're about to do, the complete polish, will take all of those out. We'll hit it with the final polish and wax, and I mean, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but this thing is just looking like a absolute piece of glass. So we got the wing done. Super stoked on it. It is a very time-consuming process. It probably took like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get this wing done, but it's done. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this wing off, obviously remove the tape, and I'm gonna start working on the trunk. So gonna open the trunk, take the wing off. It's just like on 3 bolts, and there's 3M tape, but it's fine. I'll just have to redo it. And then get some 1500 grit, obviously tape off these edges in the window so I don't scratch them, and start getting this thing knocked down. So it's been a few days since the last clip you guys seen. I was taking off the wing. Since then, a lot has happened. Some things came up. It took like a slight hiatus, I guess you could say. So I was just busy doing stuff around the house. It probably looks better on camera, but all of the lights in the shop are upgraded to LEDs, and then I got some lights on the wall. Those lights on the wall, they're really gonna help with whenever I do buffing stuff like this, or for customers when I paint stuff. It just lets me see stuff a little bit better. Whenever I had spare time, I did end up getting the trunk all polished out. Again, it's so hard to show on camera. I guess you could see right there the comparison between the light and the light up there. We got the spoiler, the trunk, and the roof done. Like I said, I tried to film the trunk as much as I could, but I kind of just worked on it when I got a second here, a second there, amidst redoing all the electrical and the lights. And that back corner, we got that cleaned up quite a bit. So this whole week was kind of just reorganizing, but we're back on track, and I got some free time tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the rear bumper. Being as that's probably gonna be one of the most difficult things to do. It is a flat panel, but still it has like weird curvature and weird angles to it. So next thing I wanna do is the rear bumper. And then after this is done, not tonight, it's already pretty late, so I don't even know how far we'll get on this. I'm gonna get the rear bumper, hood, and front bumper done. And then I'm going to install the racing stripes. And then after that, I'm gonna do the quarter panels and doors and fenders. I'm just kind of eager to get the racing stripes on because I know that's gonna complete the whole look of the car. Nevertheless, that's enough talking. Let's get you guys set up and get to work on taping off the tail lights and getting this rear bumper. I mean, you could see that I didn't get that or the lower valance. It's kind of not worth it, honestly, to do that, since, I mean, there's gonna be a license plate there, and I'd risk rubbing through. And then the lower valance, it's like a textured material, so that'd be very easy to rub through as well. And those are kind of like a low visibility area anyway. So that's why I taped all around it, and then I taped off the quarter panels. Even though they are getting buffed, cut, and polished in the future, I just kind of want to break everything up, do one thing at a time. That's a good stopping point for today. So tomorrow I will catch you guys in the morning, and we will get the 2000 knocked out and 3000. So catch you guys in. got the bumper got it all finished up, got the final stage done. Got all the tape unwrapped and got these little side marker lights back on. With it kind of being shady, I'll be able to show you guys a comparison. So that's a before. You could see it's very, very orange peely, and this is an after. It still has dust on it, but I mean, you could just see the clarity difference. And especially in the sun, it looks insane. So we're done with that. What I'm gonna do right now is, because I have it sitting on jack stands, just to it gave me a little bit more space, just so I could, yeah, it gave me a little more space just so the car wasn't so low, so I wouldn't have to bend down as far to buff it. So we're gonna jack it up and take those out of there. And then I got a little mess going on here. I'm gonna just kind of get all this put away and yeah, go from there. Probably turn it around and start working on the hood, because I want to get, now that the rear trunk is done, I need to get the hood and front bumper. And then after that, before I do the fenders, doors, and quarter panels, I want to get these stripes installed. I could probably wait till afterwards, but just because I'm impatient, I just want to get them installed just to see what it looks like. So yeah, let's get this mess cleaned up and get this thing turned around and start working on the hood. So we got the hood all knocked out. I filmed the driver's side. I just got the passenger side knocked out real quick because my battery died. So just got that knocked out. This is all 1500 grit. So next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna step it up and get it sanded down with 2000 and 3000 grit. That process, the 2000 and 3000 honestly will probably take as long as the 1500 did by itself, just because the hard part is getting everything knocked down like this. And then 2000, 3000, I'll make like 4 passes, probably like twice on each one. And we'll do like 4 passes with the 2000, 3000 or whatever, just as much as it needs, and get this thing knocked out. Side all knocked out with the 3000. I left the passenger side just so you guys could just so I could show a visual representation of kind of the difference. So I mean, you could see the light up there versus the light down there. This is 1500, this is 1500, 2000, all the way down to 3000. It is just sanded, and this stuff is already like starting to gloss back up. So that's kind of the difference. It's pretty crazy, honestly. It's oddly satisfying, but this side didn't take too long. It took about 20 minutes or so. I still gotta do the kind of the inlet scoop right there and then the front face, but I'm gonna wait till I knock out the other side of the hood, and then I will do both of those and the whole front last. It's kind of a small thing anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, let's I guess from this angle you could see a little better line. There's the 3000 versus 1500. Pretty dramatic difference. I mean, it is, you know, double the grit, I guess. But yeah, let's get this side knocked out. So got the hood all finished up, hit it all with 1500, 2000, 3000. I mean, you could see it's already starting to like show a reflection. That's gonna be a wrap for today's video. I will catch you guys tomorrow.